So Sunday morning, sitting at the front of the hotel, the waterfall behind me, very soothing. Going to do some cultural things today again. Got a taxi driver coming to pick me up. 4 hours for 12 bucks, so it's a pretty good deal. The weather here is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I believe Kansas is like breaking all records, and England it's like raining, so the place to be is India, Hyderabad. So had a good night last night when I finally remembered. You know when you wake up in the morning, wonder what you've been doing, and then you look down on your wrist and you've got a big purple sticker on it. You think, what the hell did that come from? And all the memories start flooding back. So I went to a restaurant last night, Indian Spice, for a really spicy curry, and then afterwards went to a pub called 10 Downing Street. So how you doing? Once again, people think I'm crazy. 10 Downing Street. Turns out it was a nightclub. Imagine Indian music to a techno beat blasting away. It was packed, so it was a good night. 20 bucks, 1,000 rupees to get in, but for that you got five drinks, so 5 beers, but you could only, they wouldn't give you a tray and you had to redeem the ticket in one go, so if you couldn't carry your drinks, you couldn't have them. So I managed to carry 4 beers in one hand and a beer in the other, so that worked out pretty well. I took this guy, Tyson, that I met from New York, in the bar, so I think he had a pretty good time. So yeah, so that was the night. Very delicate this morning, so and this freaking flies driving me crazy. So cultural stuff. Golkonda Fort this morning, and some mosque where you can walk up a hill. So freaking fly. So that's it. I'll post the video later. Well, this was my attempt to get to Golkonda Fort. It's absolute chaos. The cabbie dropped me off. You're not allowed to take tripods in, so I can't find the cabbie. It's hard enough just to walk down the street. I think this is the only bit I'm going to see of Golkonda Fort because it's freaking chaos. It also happens to be free to get in today, so it's packed. Nothing but whistles and cars being backed up and So this is Taramati Barardi, a palace built by one of the kings back in 1600 and something. The legend has it, for a courtesan. She was a singer and a dancer. So he built this palace like 10 miles, less, 5 miles from Golkonda Fort, which is where they were, and apparently you could hear us singing of an evening. So if you believe that, I got a bridge to sell you. So it's a pretty good story. So these are the first lot of steps that you have to climb to get to Taramati Barardi. So it's not that bad. I thought it was going to be steeper than that, but still pretty impressive considering it was built in 1600 and something. So pretty good. How you doing? What's your name?
Azim.
Do you want to be in the picture? Come on, Azim, come over here. You're a security guard?
Yeah.
This is Azim. See there? Say hi. Thanks, man. I'm going to get arrested. So these are the last lot of steps that I've got to go up to get to Taramati Barardi. And then I'll be there. Quite impressive considering it was built like 1600, something like that, so I'm impressed. So this is the view from Taramati Barardi Palace. This is a view of Golkonda Fort. So that's how close we are. That's the place that I tried to get into earlier, but it was a nightmare. Traffic was unbelievable. It was free to get in, so it was absolutely jam-packed. You would not believe the sights. It was too busy to like take my camera out and take a picture, so that's how bad it was. But hey, it's nice and quiet here, so I'm gonna go around this place for a bit, and then I'm gonna go to a bar because I need another drink. So I'm at the top of Taramati Barardi Palace, and behind me, that's I think they have lots of concerts down there because, as I say, this was famous for some chick singing, so the king could hear her. So we'll check it out. Yet another view of Taramati Barardi. I love saying that name now. I've got it down pat. I just think that'd have been better off cutting the bush down so you could actually see it, but and I'm starting to sweat. Starting to sweat real bad. I think it's the beer coming out from last night. Yet another view of Taramati Barardi, but this time no bush, so that's an improvement, right? And they're waving at me from the top there. Maybe they're waving at somebody else. On the way here we passed through some really squalid areas, very poor, very sad areas of Hyderabad, and it was really interesting because it was like chickens, goats, mutton hanging up, and you know, in these really small, I wouldn't even call them shops, I'd call them just like benches out the front, and I was just like chopping chunks of meat up for everybody. So I'm going to ask the guy, the cabbie, if we can go back that way and ask him to drop me off, and I'll walk through and take some video, and hopefully this won't be the last shot you ever see of me, because it looked kind of rough, you know, but yeah, you just got to be confident, and I bet you just got to be confident and you should be okay, right? So let's do something else.